what she said. Your friend Candace Owens back in the news, dog.
I saw the interview.
Yeah, and the hilariousness that come with it. Let me reload it real quick
because she was on the Breakfast Club, and they gave her grace on that platform. For real.
They did.
They let her cook. They asked her a few questions, but none of her stuff wasn't really challenged. Because, like I said before, Candace Owens is really good at speaking intelligently, right?
Yeah,
as a black woman, bringing factual things to what she say with a little history to it, and proving her fact of what she's saying that is factual in what she's saying. Like I said, I'm not knocking her thing she does. I think she's very good at it. My only thing to her is, why are you only coming after the black community? And I've heard her say, well, I come after the white community too, but it just don't get picked up in the press. Well, baby girl, when I watch you on your platform, yes, you do say certain things about other communities, but not with the vitriol that you said for the black community. But anyway, play the clip. This is Candace Owens, y'all.
Earlier, because I know a lot of people will hear you say, well, Candace, you're speaking a lot about, the black family, but then you married a white man.
Yeah,
Dr. Umar would have a huge problem with that.
Okay, I would love to talk to him more about that, because I mean, it's always very interesting to me to hear this paradox of black people who will make an argument that the system is racist, and then also make an argument like this, which is essentially making an argument for the Supreme Court to revisit Virginia versus Love and basically say that black Americans and white Americans shouldn't be marrying. I think the greatest thing ever is when people come together on the basis of who they love and get married. For me personally, I never thought of my husband as a race. This is very interesting to me that see people go, she's
hold on. I will say,
let her cook.
I got I'm gonna let her cook, but she's slick. She's
like
slick.
I said,
she really
like
good.
I said,
she really good.
Like I said, let her cook, bro. The question was really simple.
Real simple.
The answer.
She's married to a white man. When I look at my kids, I'm not like, oh, my kids are mixed. I married the person that it made the most sense for me to marry. I have a mind that is just, if you even knew half the things that I'm thinking about, the stuff that I'm reading, just go all the time. It's difficult for me to find. It was difficult for me to find a partner that was a challenge to me. The challenge that I needed, whether you want to say like an academic challenge, whatever it is, with my same interests. It just was. What you will know, a lot of times people think that when people come together, it's because of how they look. Actually, I actually read this in a Thomas Sowell book, or maybe it was a Shelby Steele book. People tend to marry their IQ, which is interesting. You think like if you see two black people together, oh, it's because they are two black people, but actually they are probably better matched based on their IQ. I fell in love with my husband just because I think he is one of the most brilliant people ever. I love him very much. The stuff that we talk about, I'm like, there is no other person that I could have married. We have 3 beautiful children who are growing up in an environment that I am just so happy that I was able to, what every parent wants, to give your children better than you had, and that's all I can say. I'm just the luckiest person in the entire world.
How was he gonna feel about you not finding him attractive and just liking him for his mind?
What do
Oh
you,
my God.
he got the smear already.
Hold up. Shout out to Charlamagne, because he read the same stuff we was making faces.
Bruh. Y'all see what I'm saying, right? He asked you
a very simple
question, and she went into history and naming names that people don't know.
Exactly.
Right? They're not going to
made that point.
Did
you
I
made
just
that
say
point. You
she's
did.
not that you're not going to challenge? But did she ever answer the question?
Not one time.
She didn't answer the damn question.
She gave you a whole bunch of word vomit.
She gave you a dissertation, right? She undressed you to make you feel stupid so you wouldn't challenge her. Right?
Yes. Exactly.
She said a whole lot of stuff without saying a damn thing. Right? No, I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be hard again because I like her stick. Like I said, it is what it is. But you notice nobody challenged what she was saying. They just let her rock. Right? They just let her cook. But she never.
Just a small pushback. And that was from him.
No, he was making just a joke about the husband. But I'm saying he asked you the question, what do you think about when people say you, but all the stuff you say, but you married a white man? She never, and her first thing was, well, I never looked at I never looked at marriage as a race. I looked at the person that you love. So what you're saying is you didn't look at your husband and fall in love with him, right? Because for the rest of the interview, right? What she didn't say was in school she had a thing for the Asian persuasion. In the rest of the interview, in that interview, what she says, right? She never said anything about the black guys she dated. In that interview, she never said anything about the black guys that she dated. She just said, alluded to, no one could keep up with her. Her husband is the smartest person in the world. Now, the question was about a black man. She said a damn thing in that question about a black man. She just said, yes, I dated a black man, and she moved right on and started and saying some other dissertation stuff that had nothing to do with the question.
I'm not gonna.
That's Candace Owens.
That's Candace Owens.
That's Candace Owens. Y'all ask me who it is. That is Candace Owens.
Candace
Owens. And see, people think I don't like her. It's not that I don't like her, but like I said, the things she say, it has validity to it. It has weight, but it does not always answer the question. She takes politics or an issue, and she flip it to where it makes sense with the facts to her, right?
Yeah.
And to society. And she have a niche audience that love what she says. And yes, there's a point to what she's saying about the Democratic Party, about the blacks, about Donald Trump. Even just her talking about Donald Trump on there, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was a time when Donald Trump was favored by the black folks when they were in all his rap songs, but now all of a sudden black people don't like him. That's true, but not true.
Yeah, because you ain't giving why.
People loved Donald Trump back in the day because he was the guy with the buildings and everything. He wasn't in politics. He wanted to open up his mouth. Black folks don't like Donald Trump today because of what he's saying and how he comes across. But that ain't what she's saying, because she'll say that really fast. But but all of a sudden now they don't like Donald Trump because he's running for president, because some of the things he say and the way he said he comes across, he's a bad person. But before you liked him, that's not true. And if you challenge her, then she's going to go back to, you're a part of the liberal problem, you're part of the media problem, you're part of the black media problem because you're not letting me finish. You see what I'm saying? That's, anyway, Candace Owens, praise to you, baby girl.
She slick on this, and she know that media game, dog. She know how to weave in and out.
She does exactly what Donald Trump does. She is going to go ahead and offend and defend before it comes out. So she's going to let you know who the enemy is, like Donald Trump does, the liberal media. She says black media. She says media, right? Media's going to twist everything. Media's going to twist everything. Damn it, Candace Owens, what are you? Huh? What is she? She is media too, right? So that means she's doing the exact same thing that she claiming everybody else to be doing. So when you listen to her closely, y'all, is she factual? Yes. But do she answer the questions? 9 times out of 10, no, she's done it. Doesn't. And what she's talking about other people, she's in the same line of doing what she does and manipulating people to believe what she believes, because that's her opinion about the subject. But again, when you say these are the facts about the black folks, and this is what black folks need to be thinking about and need to be seeing, I understand it. But what's your solution, baby girl? Because the way you come down on the black people and what we're doing in the liberal side, because now you said you're conservative because you like what Donald Trump says. Okay, so what's the answer? You want us to follow Donald Trump, right? So people who gonna follow Donald Trump for what? Well, because he deregulated everything, and that made it better for businesses. And when he deregulated everything, but Donald Trump is a businessman. He deregulated for business, and you keep talking about business. What about the blue collar people? What is that doing for them? You know what I'm saying? When you get into specifics, she's gonna go ahead and give you a dissertation on history.
True. History that you probably didn't look up,
and you don't
and she know you didn't.
Exactly. So it makes you feel inadequate or dumb. So you're not going to question what she's saying because you're not prepared to go against Candace Owens. If you're going up against Candace Owens, make sure you're a historian.
Yeah, you
make sure you know what the person that go up against Candace Owens will be one person that I know that's really good at it. Roland Martin.
That would be a good fight.
Roland Martin.
That would be a really
her and Roland Martin would definitely have a great conversation.
I will watch that.
Yeah, her and Roland Martin, because Roland Martin is well versed in history.
Very.
Roland Martin is not going to let her get away with her rhythm of her poetry, right? He's going to hold her accountable and make her,
and he gonna bring out the same type of word bombing that she can.
And here's the other part about it, bro. He's gonna make her explain exactly what Donald Trump did, when he did it, what date, and how did it affect the people in the 40,000 to 50. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna break it down. See, most people are not versed enough in that, and she knows she used enough big words and a little bit of history behind it. You know, she's gonna sound like she's right. Again, the fact she say has weight to it.
Hey man, we just on the Joe Liger show. ain't like JJ Redick and LeBron show, but we just taught you how to weed in between the media. All right, you need to be tuning in to us.
Hey man,
every freaking day.
Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, right? but now you got a chance to understand. I hope our listeners got a chance to hear exactly what I've been saying. Because people think I hate Candace Owens, and I don't. I love her. She's in business. I get it. But at the end of the day, like I said,
you play that game too.
She played the game, bro. We in this business, you play the game.
You play
but
the game.
But don't act like you don't. Don't go out there talking about media, but you get on your platform and you are media. Come on now.
Hey man,
but it works. Go ahead.
That's been I know we went high and low and then high again. That's been your entertainment news. It's a mixed pot. You never know what you're gonna get.
Angela Ray will get her Jasmine Crockett. Yeah,
Jasmine Crockett would be pretty.
Would
funny.
Definitely challenge Candace Owens. Yes. I think Angela Ray would not be able to get through the first 5 minutes.
Word. You think she's gonna get tapped out? I think Jasmine
will be good for her.
I think Jasmine.
And Roland Martin probably won't last too long either, because Roland Martin is big on stopping you when you're incorrect.
Oh yeah, he gonna be too busy on what all you said wrong before he really combat you.
He gonna be like, let me get you started on your history. Let me get you started on here, because that ain't what happened.
Yeah,
that ain't what happened.
Yeah. But you wrong, baby girl.
But one thing I can say, what will happen? Both of them are versed. Roland Martin is more versed in Black history, in my opinion, than Candace Owens. Roland Martin is very versed in Black history.
I don't consume all this stuff that can bat you on that, but I would understand why you would say that, because every time he speaks,
man, me and Roland Martin got into it one time online. So
what?
Yeah, Roland Martin called me stupid. Yeah, we got into it a long time ago online.
That's funny.
Because I was conservative and I said something, he was live, man. I was going back and forth because I disagreed with him, right?
Hey, hold up. Now I think about it. You know, I saw one of your old videos.
I
can see why he said that. I was like, Joe was wilding.
Bro, I was very controversial.
I was like, nah. And I looked at it, I was like, Joe, that ain't Joe.
Well, it was politics, bro.